Hello students, today we will study about separation of mixtures. Firstly, we need to understand that why do we need to separate a mixture. Most materials occur in nature as mixtures containing two or more constituents. For making use of these constituents, it is necessary to separate them. We can have various purposes of separating the constituent of a mixture. It can be to remove any harmful or undesirable constituent. For example, if you want to separate small stone pieces from seed grains, to obtain pure sample of a substance, or it can be to obtain useful constituents. Okay, we know that from crude petroleum we separate petrol, diesel, kerosene and many other products. So different mixtures are separated by using different physical properties. The various physical processes which commonly used to separate these constituents of a mixture are sublimation, magnetic separation, filtration, centrifugation, evaporation, crystallization, chromatography, distillation, fractional distillation, and by using a separating funnel. So here in this topic we will cover all these but under three cases. First, mixture of two solids, mixture of solid and liquid, mixture of two liquid. Today we will understand how we can separate mixture of two solids. So students, mixture of two solids can be separated by using either of these methods: by using a suitable solvent, by the process of sublimation, by using a magnet. So we will understand the basic principle of each method and some application from our daily life. Now we are exploring separation by a suitable solvent. In some cases, one constituent of a mixture is soluble in a particular liquid solvent, whereas the other constituent is insoluble in it. This difference of solubility of constituent of a mixture can be used to separate them. For example, sugar is soluble in water whereas sand is not. So this difference can be used to separate a mixture of sugar and sand. So students, let me simplify it for you. Look here in this diagram. We have taken a mixture of sugar and sand in a beaker. Now we are adding water, and with continuously stirring it, the sugar will dissolve with water whereas sand will remain at the bottom. Now we can separate them by using a filter paper. In a funnel we have taken filter paper by folding it, and now we will pour this mixture to this funnel. You will see that sand particle, they are larger in size, they cannot pass through the filter paper. So they will be called residue and we will obtain them on the filter paper. While your sugar and water solution, that will go down into the beaker and we will call it filtrate. So how this can be separated, we will explore later. So for now we have understood that two solids can be separated from each other depending that if one is soluble with some suitable solvent and other must be not. So we have to find out suitable solvent for your mixture, that is the main thing, then we can separate them. Now moving to the next topic, separation by sublimation. Students, sublimation is a process in which a solid substance on heating directly converts to gaseous state without coming to a liquid state. The solid substance which undergoes sublimation is called sublime, and the process of sublimation is used to separate those substances from a mixture which can undergo sublimation. Okay, the solid substances obtained by cooling the vapor is known as sublimate. The substances like ammonium chloride, iodine, camphor, naphthalene, anthracene, they can undergo sublimation process and we can separate them from any other thing using this process. So we are taking one example where we will learn how we can separate mixture of common salt and camphor. We know that camphor sublimes on heating whereas common salt doesn't. So we can separate camphor from a mixture of camphor and common salt by the process of sublimation. I'm showing you a diagram for this. Here students, you can see that in a china dish we have taken mixture of camphor and salt. This is a funnel and we have inverted it. On the top of funnel we have placed a cotton plug so that the vapor of your camphor may not escape. Now when you will heat this mixture, by taking the heat, camphor which can undergo sublimation will sublimate. Okay, then on after sublimation its vapor will go up and there they will condense to form solid camphor. So you must have understood it. Now separation by a magnet. Okay, iron is attracted by magnet. This property of iron is used to separate it from a mixture. So if a mixture contain iron or any other magnetic material, then it can be separated using a magnet. For example, a mixture of iron filling and sulfur powder can be separated by using a magnet. This is because iron fillings are attracted by magnet but sulfur is not. So the application of this technique are to separate mixture of iron filling from sulfur powder. You can see in the diagram that we have taken a magnet, a horseshoe type magnet, and here we are having mixture of iron filling with sulfur. Now when you will hover the magnet over this mixture, the iron filling will get attracted toward the magnet and they will be separated. So it's a simple technique. Now let's see some other example. Separation of scrap iron. Students, so we can apply electromagnet on a crane, and when we will hover it over a heap of materials or trashes, okay, where on a landfill, then you can separate the magnetic materials, scrap and other things from that waste. So this technique is used. That's all students. Today we separated how we going to separate two solids. Okay, next time we will explore more about it. So have a great day, keep learning, stay healthy.